The French Revolution.
Unlike the American Revolution, which took out a monarchy and brought in a democracy, the French Revolution took out one aristocracy and replaced it with another aristocracy. So France was a populous and rich country, but after funding the American Revolution, they bore a large amount of debt. So to solve this problem, they rose taxes, but France and their tax system was messed up. So the clergy and nobles didn't have to pay taxes, and the brunt was bore on the peasants. The peasants, already hungry and moneyless, had to pay taxes which they couldn't afford. So they started forming to radical ideas led by Robespierre, which brought about the French Revolution. To the time machine.
1792, the initial push for reforms began to turn more radical. Early reforms provoked massive opposition in the name of church and aristocracy, and civil war broke out in several parts of France. Monarchs in Britain, Prussia, and Austria trumpeted their opposition to the revolution, and France soon moved toward European war as well. The pressures led to a takeover by radical leaders who wanted to press the revolution forward and to set up firmer authority in the revolution's defense. The radicals abolished the monarchy. The king was decapitated on the guillotine, a new device introduced by Enlightenment fashion, which provided more humane executions and instead became a symbol of revolutionary bloodthirst. The radicals also executed several thousand opponents in what was named the Reign of Terror. The leader of the radical phase was Maximilien Robespierre, a classical example of a revolutionary ideologue. Born into a family of lawyers, he gained his law degree in 1781 and soon was publishing Enlightenment-style political texts. The new philosophies inspired passion in Robespierre, particularly the democratic ideas of Rousseau. Elected to all the initial revolutionary assemblies, Robespierre headed the prosecution of the king in 1792 and then took over the leadership of government. He put down many factions, sponsored the terror, and worked to centralize the government. The fall of the radicals led to 4 years of moderate policies. Then, in 1799, the final phase of the revolution was ushered in with the victory of Napoleon Bonaparte, a leading general who soon converted the revolutionary republic to an authoritarian empire. Napoleon reduced the parliament to a rubber stamp, and a powerful police system limited freedom of expression. The revolution and Napoleon encouraged popular nationalism outside of France as well as within. French military success continued to draw great excitement at home. Elsewhere, French armies tore down local governments, as in Italy and Germany, which weathered appetites there for greater national unity. And the sheer fact of French invasion made many people more conscious of loyalty to their own nations. Popular resistance to Napoleon in parts of Spain and Germany played a role in the final French defeat. The Allies who had brought the proud emperor down met at Vienna in 1815 in the Congress of Vienna to reach a peace settlement that would make further revolution impossible.
These kids never stay awake. You know what? To better understand the peasant life before and during the French Revolution, we're going to watch a movie.
A movie? A movie?
And the title of the movie is The Miserables.
I have to go down concert.
Oh, okay.
Stay home. Don't talk to anyone.
Okay. Who's there? Marius?
Closet!
On my own, tending he's beside me, all alone. I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. When I lose my way, I close my arms. And he has found me. I've known this man. I love him with all my heart. But he doesn't love me back.
Oh, Anthony, I'm so sorry. Well, I know this girl named Closet. She is the most beautiful girl I've ever met. I must find her. Anthony! Anthony!
But I love you, Marius.
But I love Closet.
But Marius.
You're like a sister to me.
But I want you you to be more than a brother to me. Ah! Life is already so hard in France. And now, to lose Marius, I can't do this anymore.
Apart from the movie, during the French Revolution, France consisted of three major classes known as estates. The first estate consisted of the royal family, the second estate were the nobles and the clergymen, and the third estate consisted of everyone else, which were basically all the peasants.
So, as the peasants were suffering and trying to pay taxes, the monarchy, King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, were enjoying a luxurious life, and they received much criticism for it.
Can I have some? Thanks.
Although taxes were imposed on all of France to relieve the debt, nobles and clergymen were able to escape the taxes by supporting the monarchy.
Also, I'd live longer if I supported the monarchy.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, the peasants
Monsieur,
suffered the
Do
most.
you have food to spare?
I give everything I can to the government.
Rebellion!
I'm the queen! Money for the poor, please!
So once the peasants decided that they wanted to start a revolution, they followed the radical leader Robespierre. Robespierre wanted to dramatically change France, and he had many ideas to do that.
Robespierre, we do anything for our freedom.
Also bread.
I will get you your freedom and your bread if you follow my ideas. We need to impose new radical ideas, create a new constitution, and take out King Louis and Marie Antoinette.
Do we have to kill the king?
Do you want to go to the guillotine?
No!
Okay, that's good.
The storming of Bastille! We want ours!
Protest! It's the French army. Frenchmen, you war against kings. You are therefore worthy to honor divinity, being of beings, author of nature, the brutalized slave, the vile instrument of despotism, the perfidious and cruel aristocrat, outrages thee by his very invocation of thy name. But the defenders of liberty can give themselves up to thee and rest with confidence upon thy paternal bosom. Kill King Louis!
Kill King Louis!
Being of beings, we need not offer to thee unjust prayers. Thou knowest thy creatures proceeding from thy hand. Their needs do not escape thy notice, more than their secret thoughts. Hatred of bad faith and tyranny burns in our hearts. With love of justice and the fatherland, our blood flows for the cause of humanity. Behold our prayer. Behold our sacrifices. Behold the worship we offer thee. Kill King Louis!
Kill King Louis!
Another reason why the revolution took hold was because of the hatred towards the king and queen, King Louis and Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was from the Austrian Empire and was married to King Louis. While the peasants suffered in miserable conditions, the king and queen enjoyed a very luxurious life. And this sums up the life of Marie Antoinette.
So I hear you like vlogs.
No.
Do you like anything else?
I don't know.
Well, what do you like to do in your free time?
Fun.
Here, make cookie. anything!
I die innocent of all the crimes laid to my charge. I pardon those who have occasioned my death. And I pray to God that the blood you're gonna shed may never be visited on France.
To avenge those lives lost by this man and this woman, and I call for freedom for France. No more Marie Antoinette, and no more King Louis.
I'm Napoleon Bonaparte, and I will bring freedom to France.
We have an hour.
I can't see!
Wait. Okay, go. Wait, what?
His phone fell. Hurry up, we don't have enough time.
My
My hair.
I can't look down because it falls in my
Oh god.
it falls in my face and I can't see. Okay, here, thanks. Stop recording!
Oh my god. Kirkland. What?
Who's there?
Me, Mary, your love.
There he is.
What's your name?
I die innocent of all the charges. Wait, no.
To avenge the man and the woman who brought torture to France, and for why are you really, Curtis?
I'm not laughing.
It's
That's
messed up
right.
anyway. It's messed up anyway because I already
Oh, you were. Oh, sorry. I thought you were crying.
Although the king and queen imposed taxes on
Oh
all
wait.
Fran-
I didn't know this is what we were doing. I started already.
Although taxes were imposed upon all of France to
Wait, I
relieve
was smiling. She was smiling.
Look down.
Okay. Wait, one more time.
What was that?
That was your fault.
By France to relieve the debt by their support of the monarchy.